Hello, hello. Welcome to the room. Welcome, everyone. If you can hear me, just press one in the chat. If you can hear me, press one in the chat. Um, let's see. Let me know if you can hear me. Hello, Lisa. How are you? I'm not sure Ginger's still in here. Okay, good. Good. All right. So, the topic, Lisa, are you coming up at all tonight? Do you have a story to share? Because the topic, if anybody wants to know, is just a brief update on what's been happening. On this channel, I do not show video, you guys. If you're not familiar with my channel, I do not show videos. I try and break down what is going on and how we can help. So if you are looking for commentary, if you are looking for just like I guess a screenshot or video of what's going on, you can always check out the T. There are commentators that you can go to. I like to just have discussion and kind of break down what is going on. All right, so pretty much I'm just giving an update on first I'm gonna start with True. Did anybody see the videos with True? Anybody see the videos? Welcome everyone who's coming in. Did anybody see the video with True getting humiliated? Hey Lady Leo, what's up? Okay, Keisha, you saw it. Anybody else? If you did not see the video with True getting humiliated, please go to the T and watch it. I think she posted it up a few hours ago now. It's been like maybe 2-3 hours that she posted it. You saw a little bit of it, Della? Okay. Anyone else? I got 2 people who saw it. If you did not see it, I guess this is considered a spoiler alert if you did not see it. But anyway, so True was humiliated by Nature Boy. Okay, Lisa, you saw it as well. Good. So True was humiliated by Nature Boy, right? Number one, who knows where the baby is, and that's my main concern is the child. Where is Jaumi? We never see him on screen anymore. And True was told to, I guess, block people, and then got in trouble for not blocking someone, and then got in trouble for blocking too many people, right? And so what I like to do is I like to break things down. I'm on my phone, so I'm not gonna pull anything up this time because I don't think I can do screen share on my phone, or if I can, I don't know how to do it. So, but anyway, so I was looking up what's called Peter Pan syndrome. Does anyone know what Peter Pan syndrome is? And most narcissists suffer from this or display behaviors of this. It's called Peter Pan syndrome. If you know what it is, you can put it in the chat and explain what your definition of it is. If you don't, that's fine, because we'll break it down. We'll go through it. I'm gonna wait for at least one response. Never heard. Okay, that's fine. That's all right. Nope, haven't heard of it. Okay. So Peter Pan syndrome is basically somebody who tries to, a male specifically, but it can affect females who it has a childlike mind, tries to escape reality, whatever, like if they're going through something that's stressful or that um creates tension, they try to avoid it, and so they leave that space to go into a alternate reality. They're not responsible. They they're not responsible. They have childlike behaviors. um they want everybody to do everything for them. And so what I'm noticing is that the men, if you guys see my video, my last video about the men, um, it seems like it seems like that's what they're experiencing. They have been emasculated to the point where they cannot fathom life as an adult male. So Nature Boy is now their father, and you hear them say that a lot. He's my higher self. He's my chief. He's my OG. Anybody know how old True is? And the reason I'm saying this is because these type of men get put onto black women. These type of men get passed on to us, who men who have not been able to grow up. Man, sorry y'all. My baby crying, my husband trying to calm him down so I can do this live. Um, but those types of men are put onto us. Something happened to Pice nose. It looked broke. Oh, it's been broke for a while, Keisha. Hi, Rhonda. What's up? What's up? How are you? If you've never been to my channel, this is not a commentary channel. I don't show videos. We have discussion about what's going on, you guys, so that we can apply this to our real lives, so that we can break these types of people all the way down. Um, Anybody know how old True is? And like, this is crazy. He's being treated like a fucking child. And this man is, I'm going to wait maybe 2 more seconds and then I'll just say it. I don't think anybody knows. That's all right. What happened to his nose? Wow. Ginger, did you say he's 11? Lady Leo, 28. Close. Well, not even. That man is 33 years old. That man is 33 years old. If not, yeah, I think 33. His birthday's coming up if it didn't already pass. And so at 33, Nature Boy claims he's only 38, right? So how is a 33-year-old man or 32-year-old man allowing someone like Nature Boy to treat him like a child? And that's why I made the video Lost Boys, you know, the Peter Pan situation, Lost Boys, Never Neverland, because he is it's an actual behavioral issue called Peter Pan syndrome. It's an actual syndrome, and I'm not sure what happened to Pisces nose. I have no idea. And it's very unfortunate. Again, see what happens is they have to fight each other. Or if somebody doesn't do what they're supposed to do, they get jumped. Yeah, Keisha. They get jumped. And so more than likely, Pisces got jumped or was abused by none other than Nature Boy. And the public humiliation is a part of it. On Sasha channel, they said Nature Boy been 38 for a few years. He is actually 38. He ages really bad. And the reason he's aging so terribly is because of whatever sickness he got going on. Whatever sickness he has. is causing, because he doesn't get treated. Which every time a woman leaves, the men who leave never display or discuss their status, but the women thankfully share a little bit of what they are experiencing, like the chlamydia. I think that was the chlamydia, the herpes, like Velvet and Janae, I think is her real name, Natiri Janae. They have stated, another girl who was interviewed by Young Pharaoh a while back. She stated that she was infected with something after leaving, and she didn't have anything before going. This story is making my skin crawl. Yes, Lady Leo, and that's why I want to share it, because people, we forget, like, this is not entertainment, because it's not entertainment to me, but we look at it as if these people are somehow outside of our community because they're um technically isolated in Puerto Rico for now, but these people come back into our community. These people are influenced on our community on Bigo and on Instagram. He has a YouTube channel, so he's putting whatever doctrine that he believes in, he's putting that into our communities. And so when we go to look for our men, we're meeting people who may or may not follow these teachings. Let's don't forget those demons inside of him too. Whose demons? I think they all have demons at this point. They all are suffering spiritually at this point. What time? Okay. Um It's like Shaw Ruthless. The show Ruthless. Somebody else said that. I've never seen the show Ruthless. I don't watch too much TV. I think they all have to be brought down and then shift out the victims. What do you mean by shift out the victims? Sift out the victims? Like figure out who's going to be victimized for that particular time? Oh yeah, Rhonda. Nature Boy definitely has a lot of demons. For sure. For sure, for sure. I don't want to get caught up too much on True, but I just wanted to bring up the breakdown of his masculinity and how that is relevant, because you notice he picks people to abuse, and it seems like he picks people on like an individual basis, maybe one or two at a time. And so what happened is he didn't have Velvet, so Malia became the target. Now he doesn't have Malia, and so now he's chosen the males as targets. We don't know what goes on behind the scenes. At one point, it was Aya. If you guys remember, he was abusing Aya terribly during one of the times that Velvet left. And I say Aya, but we all know her name is Portia. Help the ones that are victims. Ruthless makes you definitely think of this. Okay. And you know what's crazy about Ruthless? I have never seen it. But I did read about it because somebody else mentioned it. About a cult leader. And what's crazy, Lady Leo, is that his what he did is not uncommon. If you know who Aswad Allende is, the Fuji's guy, the one who produced the Fuji's Killing Me Softly. He had a cult like mine as well, and did some very horrible things. Who else? What is his name? Oh my goodness. Y'all gotta go to my channel and look at it's a few cult leaders, and they're African American. That's why I did a video on them. That show is so real as to CB. Will have you like OMG. Okay, I'm gonna check it out, Keisha. I'm gonna check it out. It comes on. You said it comes on CB. Oh. Which channel does that come on? Which channel does it come on? ruthless. But yeah, so kind of, please, you ladies, I don't know how many of you single. If you want to tell me, you can put it in the chat. How many of you are single? Um, and so I want you guys to look for this. Look for these signs, the Peter Pan syndrome, where you basically just making sure that the person is self-sufficient. They know how to, Tyler Perry show. Okay, I'll figure out what channel it's on if nobody knows. Oh, Carbonation. Okay. Um, I got 22 people in the chat. Please make sure you like this video, like this live, hit the like button. Um, Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and you don't mind the discussions on HBO Plus. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. But yeah, so if you are single, like I think Ginger, did you say you were single? If you are single, please, these are warning signs. These are the red flags. Nature Boy is 40. He is born 1982. He's 39. I think he'll be 40. He'll be 40 in April. He's like 38, 39. His brother, his no, Nature Boy has to be born in 1981 or something like that. His brother is 1 year younger than him. 1 year younger than him. And I think he was born in 82. He's one of the two. He's 39 or 40. Um, he's 39 or 40. He has a brother that is a little bit, somewhere around 1 year younger. And because the brother told us his age. You about to be single, lady? Okay. He's not going to get tested, Keisha, because he knows what he has. He knows what he has. Remember the video he was talking about how he was popping, what was it? Popping penicillin, after going to the club during the weekends. That man knows what he has. For sure. For sure. For sure. And if he actually takes a test, then that makes him even more liable for when people go. Because he's not going to get treated. Because he wants to, whatever he has, I believe, whatever he has is really affecting him to the point, maybe he has something that is incurable or some things that are incurable. And so he is definitely not going to get tested, because then he again will be liable for when those girls come back with whatever. He can pass it on, but the blame onto others without when he's not getting tested. So for instance, one woman said that he gave her something and she confronted him like, yo, you burnt me. And he gonna say, how I know you not the one who burned me? He didn't care at all. The fact that now somebody, like if you didn't give somebody something and they told you, look, I got this sexually transmitted disease and I think you gave it to me, and you don't have anything, your response would not be, how I know you didn't give it to me. Your response would be, oh my God, let me go to the doctors and find out what this is. So yeah, just be aware that there are people out there like him. Nature Boy is not the only one out there like that, and his followers aren't the only ones who have this weakness. When you are picking your man in this real world, please look for the signs. If they are not responsible, if they are not able to pay their bills, find out who they live with, um, find out where they live, like what type of situation it is. If they are living in their mother's house or their father's house and they are adults, be leery. Why is that such circumstances the way it is? Did they get out? What is their circumstances? Do they have a job? If they if they are, how long did they have a job? Number one. Oh, that's very important. What type of job and how long? And it's not to figure out how much money they make or anything, but it's to see if they are responsible enough and tempered enough to stay at a job long, for a long period of time, or committed to something like a job. Um, are they what? Because if they can't be committed to a job, they can't be committed to to your relationship. Um, Nature Boy is bisexual and was doing all kinds of stuff before. Yes, he was, and he admitted it. A transgender woman came out and said, they had oral sex. Um, this woman named Cherry the Boom or something like that on Bigo. Nature Boy tried to call her out. She was a trans woman, tried to call her out, but in doing so called himself out. They're not going to jump him, Ginger. They're not going to jump him. Unfortunately, their minds are so warped and so indebted to him because he makes them truly believe that everything he does for them makes them stronger somehow, or makes them better. And so everything he puts them through is a test. That's how he gets them. That is exactly how he gets them. Where we at? Okay. So then I want to talk about Malia. We're gonna move on a little bit. But I'll still, if you put something in the chat, that's fine. But I always come to my lives with a little outline so that I can stay on topic. Um, but Malia, I wanted to talk about Malia, you guys. We shifting it a little bit. Um, okay. Again, you have to watch these other videos to see the content, and then we discuss it. So the video I want to talk about is Fifi. Does anybody know who that woman is? It's on the T as well. Um, the crazy woman on Bigo with the glasses. He was dating. Oh, no. The black guy was not a doctor. I mean, he might have his doctorate degree, but he wasn't a doctor. He was Lady Leo. He was he might have had his PhD, but he worked at a university. He's like the president of a university. And he's out. He's definitely an out gay male. And yes, he was sending them money. His name was Michael Brown. You are correct. Let me see if I can pronounce your name right. Natalie Ray. You said Malia has 2 months to live, aka Malia, but we know her real name is Tanisha. Tanisha has 2 months to live. Anybody know her correct spelling? Because in news articles, they spell it with an I, but I've seen this person on YouTube who has been spelling it with a A, um, and the Tanisha, who says that's her cousin. So I don't know what is the right spelling, but Natalie, if you have like a source for the 2 months, but I think that's Fifi is what Fifi might have said. Okay, a lot of people have seen it. Good. King, hi, welcome, King Brennan. Brennan, am I saying it right? Uh, Keisha, if I didn't say hi, what's up? What's up? Anybody else new on here? Status Tanisha Dule. It's Tanisha Dule with a U. Yeah, with a U. Tanisha Dule. Regina. Um, I think it's an I too. In the news, that's where I get all my information. Um, Davy Way. Yeah, I know who Davy Way is. Oh, he's new to like the Carbonation scene. But Davy Way, his videos are really good. Did anybody see my was anybody who's in here now? I got 30 people in here. Hit the like button. If you enjoyed this live so far, this conversation, this discussion. Did anybody see my live when I talked about her the nature boy admitting that she wasn't going to hospice or was supposed to go to hospice? Did anybody see that video? That live? It got deleted and I don't know how to get it back. Velvet said November. His birthday is, I don't know, cause Velvet is a hot mess. But remember when he first came out to be this guru, Ginger, he was a Taurus, and so Taurus birthday is between what is it, the end of May to the end of April, or right before the end of April. Welcome, Destiny. Fulla, how are you? She has foot fungus. That's what the woman Fifi said. So all that grounding led to a parasite getting in her feet. Yeah, because what people don't understand is this so-called grounding. It's not. I want to say it's not real because it kind of is. Like, you do want to, have a relationship with the world around you, with the natural resources that are around you. But at the same time, you have to be aware of what you're stepping on. At one point, they were drinking out of water that the locals wouldn't even drink out of when they were in different countries. Because you cannot drink in and play in and step on certain things. You can't drink water without filtering it and boiling it. You get what I'm saying? There are parasites everywhere. And so they are naive to truly believe that being barefoot anywhere is safe. We know that's not true. Oh, thank you, King. Thank you. And again, I have 30 people in the chat. This is a discussion. We talk. We try to figure out, ways to build with one another. I don't want to call it commentary, because I like to focus on a message, so that we can take something from this. So if you are looking for somebody who doesn't talk, if you're looking for a video itself, please check out. There are other channels. If you want video and commentary, there are also other channels for that. Her sister is on Facebook. Really? Who's her sister, Regina? I would love to send her a message. I would love to send her a message. Probably won't get to me because I'm a small channel holder, but I would love to see if she would like to say anything. Is that her god sister? The one who went live when she first went there? Keisha, it's okay. How are you? How are you? It's a lot of people on here who are new to the channel. And we welcome everybody. We're a cool little group here. He had the fact form a source in her family. Oh, I like this one, nice and lengthy. Let me see. Let me make sure I don't forget anybody first. Grounding works. Yes. Renee or Renee. Grounding it works, but you got to know what you're stepping on. It's just that the ground is polluted in certain places. Absolutely. Same with the water. Yes. They are. And I believe they spread STDs as well. Because again, he makes them do things with the locals for money when they can't get money from the the followers. She was surrounded by dying folks and it made her feel like she was dying. Evil Demon said he got her an Airbnb for 2 months. Oh my gosh. So the facility that he was talking about, he slipped and called it a hospice. And I did a live, and I'm gonna try, and I will do my best to try and get this live that I it's deleted. So I gotta figure out how to get my live back. But yeah, he called it's a hospice. And for those who don't know what a hospice is, that's like a place where they usually send the terminally ill. Um I had people tell me in that live and in the comments that it's possible to go there without a terminal illness. So it might be different from state to state. No, Atara's birthday is from the end of April to the 3rd of May. I know it's something like that. My daughter's a Taurus, and her. Oh, you're right. My daughter's a Taurus, and Eminem. My daughter's a Taurus, and her birthday is May 2nd. So you are 100% correct. I don't know why I said. I don't know why I said. I don't know what I said. I think the end of April. I meant the beginning of May. Okay. Literally traveling and spreading parasites. I read that one. They do not bathe, so they all have bacteria. That's why they ask if you've been out the country. Yes. Yes, King. Absolutely. Yes, they do. Because they know it's stuff out there that such as parasites that can be brought back. Every doctor's office I've ever been to has asked me that. And when I was an EMT, we had to ask patients that as well. Hey Tuesday, how are you? She knows it is, and I think she's scared, and she's like reflecting, but reflecting in that very brainwashed way. I did see that video. Malia has so many diseases to the point that she was referred to the CDC infectious disease hospital because they are not able to identify the disease. You can't walk some beach. You can't walk some beaches worms. Because of the beach worms. Final destination is hospice. Yes, Natalie. Sometimes you can be admitted into hospice and then not stay. So that is for sure like possible. Like they might say, okay, you might be able to turn the tables around, which is very rare, or they might put you in a different in a different area. Like I've seen as an EMT, we've picked patients up from hospice and put them in long-term care facilities, or different facilities where they, like look like home type of places. Maybe they wanted it a little bit more comfortable, or maybe they had longer to live than they thought. It's so many reasons. He said it so clearly, right? King, he said it, Brennan. He said she was going to hospice, then he caught himself, and then he changed it like a facility. I want him, y'all. He got to go. He got to go. My goal is for these conversations, these discussions, these videos to be, done and over with, because somebody found something so incriminating that he couldn't walk out of. He couldn't get himself out of. I'll be glad to talk about anything else, something else. Wait, so he is prostituting them? Yes, Lady Leo. I don't know if he's doing it now because now he's making money on Bigo, but he was prostituting them at one point. And you know when a person is dumb because you don't have to tell a quote unquote intelligent person. They won't have to tell somebody that they're intelligent. It'll show. And he always saying, I'm intelligent, I'm smarter than you. And that's where Velvet got it from. Like she bothers me so much sometimes. And because I always felt like she thought she was better than other people. And now I see why. 3 to 4 years of someone constantly telling you, I'm better than you, I'm better than you, I'm better than you. You start to develop those same patterns of thinking. The sister is also an Instagram on Instagram, but her page is private. Regina, okay. Yeah, people are there for comfort. At those like those, they're not hospice centers, but they're similar to them, very similar. 47 people in the live. Please like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you like this conversation. Hospice care. Oops, what happened? Hospice care provides compassionate care for people in the last phases of incurable disease, so that they may live as fully and comfortably as possible. Yes. How can I make? Okay, there we go. Very rare, but true. That's a fact. Okay, but Malia's face told it all after it slipped out. Yep. She looked like she wanted to cry. Yes, King. Um, when he said it was When he said it, she was embarrassed. Yes, correct. Hospice is when they are basically for comfort due to the doctors don't have any means to make. She has go away. She is major pain meds. She's on major pain meds. Yeah, he got to. Yes, Chabo, he got to go. He got to get out of here. I'm so tired of talking about it, but again, this is awareness. We really need to be discussing this. We need to be discussing this with our daughters, with the young people that we know. Keep making videos. I'm going to do a video about how I do my research so that maybe somebody else behind me can decide, if they decide they want to cover this, they know how to, look some stuff up. He has to go. He has to go, you guys. Oh, thank you, Ginger. Velvet bothers me too. I can't do velvet at all. Whew. I try not to judge Velvet, but she got a lot of ish with her. Yes, I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. You want to, you want to have empathy for someone like Velvet because they went through so much. But at the same time, she's not the only one to go through as much as she went through, and she didn't go through half of what some of the other women went through. If you remember, there's a woman, I don't know her birth name, but they called her Pocahontas, um and she was pregnant with his child. She was getting verbally abused, and she was pregnant with his child when he kicked her out. At least Velvet got to stay there and be pampered, through in between the abuse. He kicked this woman out pregnant with carrying his child. Soul theory, exactly, Regina. Rhonda, let's all of us just team up and go over and just be his. Yes, let's go. Who wants to go to Puerto Rico? When I have this baby, listen. I think this baby has saved me from going to jail, y'all. But when I drop this baby, and what I got 3 to 6, y'all. 3 to 6 weeks. 3 to 6 weeks. Hopefully it's the sooner. Let's all of us, newbie here, interesting. Hi, Courtney. Just so you know, this is a place where we discuss what is going on, how we can apply this to our lives, the real world, and kind of like build with one another. So if you're looking for only content, this is not the channel. If you're looking for quote unquote commentary, I'm giving it to you tonight, but mostly we do education, and we try to feed off knowledge from one another. So I hope you like it. Welcome to the room, 53 people. Please hit the like button if you can. If you enjoyed this conversation, if you are, you know, really liking this channel, subscribe to my channel. Um, I remember that. Okay. I heard he was sleeping with women in the backside. Yep, and put it put it in I'm thinking you saying put it in the mouth of another woman's mouth after he is mental ill. Do not go there. They all okay, I'm gonna put that up. Um I know, I know how typing is probably on your phone or something, but people will get the gist of it. So thank you, Natalie. He is mental. Do not go there, you guys. Don't go there. If you know anybody thinking about going there, oh my goodness, I don't even know. Like, warn them, show them what is happening to the women who are there, who have gone there. I'd love to travel there and karate chop. You cannot breathe that air. Trust Nature Boy is going to meet his demise. This content is new to me, but I'm sure a lot of people are catching on now. Oh, this is new to you? Nature Boy is new, King? Oh, goodness. So you don't need to do a lot of catching up. You just watch a few of his videos. I would say the most informative person you could go to or channel to learn is the T. The T. And if you look up Young Pharaoh, you would have to put in Nature Boy in Young Pharaoh's like the search box of his channel. But he used to cover Nature Boy and do interviews with people who have been there. Um, Let me see. Knowledge is power for sure, Courtney, for sure. But see, that's the thing is the right knowledge is power. Nature Boy gives people a sense of knowledge, right? Or a how can I put this? He makes people believe they are receiving knowledge, right? But it's manipulation. And so you have to understand that knowledge, if fed correctly, could give you power. If used correctly, gives you power. But what he giving them, he's taking away their power. Your channel has purpose. Oh, thank you, soul. Um, that's the goal. I really feel like that's the goal. And if I could, let me tell y'all something. Okay. Um, if it were up to, if I didn't have a whole family, I would have been at Puerto Rico, I would have been in Mexico or somewhere to deal with this situation a long time ago. A long time ago. It's nothing to grab a group of guys, explain to what's going on, especially in the Latin community. Nothing to explain what's going on, and they be ready to ride. I don't understand how he's still doing what he does. What about a petition to? There is a petition. Somebody put it in one of my somebody put it in one of my videos, but like a comment. But every time I click on the comment, it doesn't come up. So if anybody knows about this petition, I have 39 people in the chat right now. If anyone knows about this petition, please put it in the chat and I will post it up. I will put it on my screen. There is definitely a petition though. There's a petition to get him out of Puerto Rico, and I think there's a petition to get him have the FBI look at him. Lady Leo says, why did that big girl go there? Why do you think she went there? It was the same reason Umi went there. I don't know if you've been watching for a while, but there was a young woman who went by the name of Umi. And so if you look at the what they call her knowledge now, but they first gave her the name Wiz or Wizzy. If you look at her pictures, on Instagram, you'll see that she used to be a very thin girl, or thinner than she is now. And so there's some insecurity there with her weight. At one point, Nature Boy wasn't accepting big girls, and he said it. And so now he's taking in women with children, because before he wasn't taking in women with children. And so now he's taking in women with children, but right now nobody wants to go. And he's taking in, heavier set women with the promise of helping them lose weight. So I think she's there due to her insecurities, and hoping that place can help her lose weight. Okay, 2 months ago. It's not gonna take long for you to really dig into this situation, and how painful it is to watch. Velvet needs to talk and put him in jail. And she's talking, but she's not saying the right things, Ginger. Velvet is talking. She's running her mouth everywhere, all over Bigo, all over Instagram. But she's not saying anything of substance. And that's what bothers me. Like, you told us out of your own mouth that that you've protected him. You've kept him out of jail, even though he should be in jail. My question is, what should he be in jail for? What should he be in jail for? Because only you know that answer. You say you protected him. What did you protect him from? I want to know, was that test that you so-called helped him take, that fake HIV home test, was that even real? Give us things that people can maybe work with the FBI. If you don't want to go to them, give the information to somebody else. If you don't want to feel guilty by throwing them under the bus publicly, give it to somebody else. The fact that you get on Instagram and Bigo and run your mouth, and you won't you won't give the proper information. You told us a while ago that you was going to prove to us that he had an STD based on your STDs. We still haven't seen those documents. If you truly despise him, if you truly despise what he's doing to women, including yourself, you were one of those people. If you truly despise him, then you would save future women. The women who are in carbonation right now, I don't know if they'll ever be saved mentally, but I can tell you one thing: they won't be in the physical abuse anymore if you just tell the authorities what you know. If you tell the authorities what you went through. I mean, it's incredible. You said he hurt your baby. How? How did he hurt your baby? Can you give us specific details? Or not even us. Give the authorities specific details. Narcissists are everywhere, and our communities are producing them more than you know, Lady Leo. Hey, Afro Atheist, how are you? He killed that girl baby. I know he did. We all know he did. But we can't prove it. And that's what's bothering me as well. And I think that's what hurts a lot of people, is for the women who understand what this man is capable of. Nobody's saying anything of substance. She's not running her mouth to the authorities, so it's blah, blah, blah to me. Yes, Soul Theory, 100% agree. Yeah, and she only talks, Lisa, when he invites another woman, when he praises another woman, when an ex-member is thinking about coming, and he allows that woman to come, or he, says he allows the woman to come, when he's talking about another ex. That is the only time. Absolutely. Absolutely. For anybody who is new in this live, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, and you are enjoying this conversation, please subscribe to my channel. She can't tell because that's telling on herself. So what? So like I feel like okay, there are many cults that exist now and that have existed in the United States. And I don't know if you know that saying, kind of like the first person who talks is usually the person who gets immunity. And so if if she cooperates with authorities, it is very possible that she will do little to no time at all, unless what she did was so heinous that she has to be implemented. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not in the, legal field, but that's just my assumption. There's something about the baby story that just doesn't sit right. No, that they there's if the baby was born, even if it was stillborn, you still have to, go through the process. They still have to document that the baby existed and passed away. They for a fact. They haven't shown us anything that the baby even went to the hospital. Nothing. And he goes live. He went live when Velvet had her baby. They went live showing Serenity's little malnourished child. They went live showing Sheba's little malnourished child. Ginger loves young Pharaoh. Yeah, he cool. Well, I don't know what he's been up to lately, but I just have an issue with the only issue I have with young Pharaoh is his views on the LGBT community. You found a video when Nature Boy knocked the baby out her hand and beat her. Natalie, what? I'm about to put my. Can you put that in? Can you put that video in the chat? Can you put that video in the chat? There's something about the babies. Yeah, Grandma Malia. Don't call her that. We all know why she's Grandma Malia. Oh my goodness, I was watching a video about this girl. Her name is, what is her name? She had cancer. Um, she had cancer and she was like, Beyonce looked up to her. I mean, she looked up to Beyonce. She loved Beyonce. I forget this little girl name. She was 13 years old and she just passed away with cancer on the 5th. That's who Malia is reminding me of. And like you think they're fine and they start to deteriorate out of nowhere just rapidly. You think they're fine, but they can't eat. They have aches and pains. They they describe all the things like aches and pains, can't eat, had trouble using the bathroom, um forgets people name, all that stuff, dementia, all of that. And that girl had brain cancer. So to me, whatever Malia has, like she's been losing her memory, just displaying behaviors of some type of terminal illness. Absolutely. And it's nothing we can do, you guys. Nothing. People think they know what can be done. Afro atheists, we can't do anything. We can't do anything. We want to do something. I think that's what the real issue is that us, the viewer, we want to be able to do something. That's just our nature, you know? You want to help people. I noticed the new woman looks at him with lossless in her eyes. Sadly, he will infect her for sure. I also noticed she was listening to his conversation with Malia. Her body language spoke volumes. I think she's overhearing him talk about that situation, and then he says, "I'm only going to talk about it this one time," and then talks about it again and again and again. she can be protected. She must first go to therapy and get the support of a medical professional. Then she must file for Nature Boy to lose all his parental rights. Soul Theory, are you talking about Velvet? I hope so. She won't do it. After that motion, her abuse and his cult as probable cause. Right. Are there any like legal experts in here? Anybody who works with law enforcement? Anybody who works in the legal field at all? Is there anything that can be done? I know we can't do anything, but maybe for the people who are, keep going live, like what is her name? Um, the one who's dating Mente. She keeps going live. Is there anything, any of them can do? They said that they forced Zoka, J.I. Marie was forced to drink alcohol during pregnancy. Is there any, can't that be considered contributing factor to the child's death? Any legal experts in here at all? COs, something. Because she thinks she's going to jail too. I hope Vicious Velvet goes to jail. And they take the baby. Listen, but her parents don't want her to go to jail. They're protecting her, and they don't understand that by protecting her, they're protecting Alicia. I just can't see why the FBI said he is pimping. That's human trafficking. He said he is pimping. That's human trafficking. He says so much, but I think the issue is they can't go based on what he says because people say all kinds of stuff. If he not making threats, I guess nothing can happen. But he's made threats online and still not going to jail. Um, let's see. Let's see what we got before we move on. I just can't see. I asked an officer. He said child support and family court will draw him out warrants. Right. Soul Theory. Oh my goodness. Let me put that up. Okay. So if you, I have 50 people in the chat like this video. I mean, like this live, please. But if you, out of the 50 people, know any woman who is a baby mama of Nature Boy who I don't know, miraculously gets in touch with them, because he has 4 of them, I think, 4 or 5, 4 that we know of. Please get them to serve him. He is still in that location in Puerto Rico. He has not left that location. I'm guessing that he has a connection, a really good connection, and he knows the person who owns the property. So please, I think maybe World News might know the address. And that guy, that Italian guy, what was his name? The one who was acting crazy, saying, between him and Star, what is his name? Italian. I called him Italian. Ryan, Italian Ryan. Please ask one of them for his address. He can be served, and he will have to show up, or they will issue a warrant for his arrest. Soul Theory, yes, thank you. That is why we're here. Soul Theory, that is why we're here. That is why you guys are on my live, so that we can brainstorm and figure out ways to get him. If you are a Carbonation member's friend or family, if you are Velvet's friend or family, or any of his other baby moms, Maisha, I don't think she's not interested. Please inform her that she can serve him for child support if she doesn't already know that. She thinks she is so famous. That girl, she Bigo famous. She's Bigo famous, aka infamous. There's a lot and Pornhub famous. There's a lot to open a case. I just don't know why. Yeah, there is a lot. And sadly, it almost takes for the child to be, unfortunately, really abused or murdered. Zoka needs to go home for sure. They are all consenting adults and they will never tell on him. So we say they will never tell, but the moment they leave, guess what they do? So the goal, Natalie, is to try and influence them somehow, break that bond that they have with him, or wait for him to break it, because he's good at destroying relationships. He's a typical narcissist. Um, and no, there's nothing legal that can be done now. I fear for the little boy Jaumi though. I worry about him every day. The way whenever he is on camera, which has been a long time from now, since the last time, and he hugs his mom or his dad, whoever arm he in at the time. He doesn't even make eye contact with Eligio. Cults are investigated all the time. They are, but they're hardly ever charged. It takes decades, Afro atheists. Ooh. Exactly. He's doing this online. Why don't people research cults? I don't know. I don't know. I've been researching cults for a little while now. Um, and the hard truth is that they don't get caught. They hardly ever get caught. Hardly ever. Unless it's something to do with the IRS. If he is in another county, it does not matter. The laws are different from America. Oh, country, okay. It does not matter. The laws are different from America. Waste of time. Syphilis causes lack of memory, as well as HIV causes dementia. Yeah, so the lady Fifi said that but I don't, how many, put a yes in the chat or a Y in the chat if you trust Fifi. Put a Y or yes in the chat if you trust Fifi. And please, just like a brief explanation why. I mean, it's so hard to know who is telling the truth, and because nobody's producing any evidence. Nobody's producing any receipts. All we need is a nosy neighbor, and we can go to jail for hearsay. Okay, Lady Leo? But yet they can't get this creep off the street. What's up, Nut Now? Yes, it's Ryan D. Yep, Ryan. Italian Ryan is what I was calling him. She is so pathetic. She said that she told a teacher that she would be famous. Oh yeah, remember that? Do you know how many students say that? I think we're sidetracking now. Let's see. She can also Puerto Rico belongs to the U.S., right? She can also report him to the IRS, especially if he's not paying taxes from his platforms. That's another thing. An officer told me. Okay, if she's legally married, she can definitely do damage. I know she could. Oh my God, Velvet could do so much good, and she won't do it. Afro atheist, yes. The community needs info on how cults work. If I can do a video, not now. I can totally do a video in Afro Atheist. But you know what's crazy is I got like 50 people in here right now. I'm probably gonna have a couple more once the live is over who have watched this live. But the moment I do like an educational video about cults or something like that, how to recognize a cult, all of that, I get, 300 views. And I'm appreciative of those 300 views, those people who viewed it, but it's not bringing the awareness, the same attention. It's not garnering the same attention as, you know, just talking about it, or the drama, to for people to really just listen and learn and share it is so hard. And I get it. You live in your own world. You have your own issues, your own things that you're dealing with. And so you get on social media to kind of be nosy, or to learn something, or, just to take your mind off of whatever it is you're going through. But I feel like this should be a little different. They tell part of the story just like Velvet, for sure. If you are new to the live, if you are new to the channel, please like this. Please hit the like button. And if you're enjoying yourself, this subscribe to my channel. Yes, thank you. Not the babies, everybody is. Yes and no. Hey, welcome, Wolf. Wolf Cache. It's true. Child support agency in the U.S. State where the person owing support lives may be able to enforce the order. Contact the state agency to ask. Thank you. I'm gonna put that up now. If there are any baby Eligio Bishop baby mamas in here, please, I'm begging you. That's one way to get them. Oh, she said don't trust her, Wolf Cache. She said don't trust her. See, that's why this is getting so overwhelming. I don't even want to, like, girl, we're going to get this fool. Lady Leo, who you talking to? Because I believe in my heart we will. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me put this up. Can I get an amen or ashe from my viewers? We are going to get him. Even if just sharing these lives, and some people who have never heard of him. I have a few people who said they don't even know who this person is, or they just finding out about them. That's all at this point. That's all we can do, and that is a big help, I think, because it gets those ex-members talking. It keeps them thinking and wanting to be a part of whatever, keep their image intact and keeping the heat off of them. So they continue to talk every now and again about the tortures they went through. So I think that helps. And they are doing fraud. He is, but thank you, Lady Leo. Ashe. It's going to happen. The devil never wins. Review TV. I feel like I've been on your channel before. I don't even understand how YouTube allowed this sick mess. I don't understand how YouTube allows it. Instagram was allowing it. Bigo is allowing it. To me, it does not make any sense. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody notice how? Okay, so we're coming to the I guess the end of this, because I'm not really seeing. Okay. Okay. Me too. I don't even understand how YouTube allowed this. Oh, I read that. So I think it's all about money. Review TV. Honestly, I think it's all about money. Who can cash in on it the most? But we're into the end, you guys, because I don't really have anything else on my little outline of notes and everything. It's true that this was a small movie series. It's like a never ending story because people keep going. But I did want to know if there are 36 people in the room, but this is a very safe space. If you want to come up real quick and share your story, if you've ever experienced a narcissist and you want to share your experience, help people understand how to get out. Um, the floor is yours for about 10 minutes. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Copy clipboard. Okay. So, you are more than welcome to come up, share your story. We are all here to learn from this, to grow from this, to educate others. At this point, if all of them have to go down, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that too, Lady Leo. I'm definitely okay with that. Oh, thank you, Review TV. I'm gonna check you out. Anything that I see that has TV at the end of it, I always have to show some support. Oh, you guys, once I get to 1,000 subscribers, because I'm really close, I will be giving another book away. He hits baby in. Oh, yeah, that's right. He hit 7, but again, she's stuck in his whatever that is. Oh, I gotta guess, you guys. Oh, welcome, Lady Leo, you guys. Please give her some support and some love. Add to stream. Let me see if I do this right. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm new to the channel and I'm loving it. Um,
Awesome.
I've been following this situation for a long time, and it just seems like now here recently, it really has like this. I'm just cringing. I'm
Hmm.
cringing every time any update I hear is making me just. I'm cringing. I can't even understand. You know, as to uh how is this being allowed on social media sites, you know. I just don't understand. It's so bad, and I'm at this point where if they all got to go down and just be dismantled, I'm at that point because it seems like none of them, when they break free, none of them really want to do anything about it to save the others, you know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
So
They
I mean,
they
at this
deal with
point
their
it's like a
situation and they walk away.
right, it's like a drug cartel. You got to bring it all down and dismantle it. That's
Mm.
just the bottom line. That's how I feel about that. Um, and then moving on from that, just the reason why I plan on being single. So basically, I've been dealing with a relationship for 3 years. Okay. Um, and I'm me and this gentleman. It's like the first few stages, the charming and the
Yep.
um, it's like the early honeymoon thing.
Yep. The honeymoon
Um,
phase. The
yeah,
yep.
yeah. So, um, you know, I know it's kind of my fault because a little tarnished lie, I should have corrected it from the giddy up when I caught it. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm gonna
And
ask you this.
okay,
So, first, where did you meet them? How was it? How old were you? Was it recently? And where? How old were you? And what mind state were you in? I think that is very important for people to know in the beginning.
okay. So, I came from a long term marriage and then divorced. Um, After I divorced, I lost one of my children. Um, and he drowned in a school, so therefore I had to fight in federal court for 10 years. Um, so I never really had a chance to mourn, but I didn't feel like I would ever be able to love anyone else. You understand? I didn't want to be in love with anyone else. or try to love someone else. I wanted to just focus on my children. And then I always had answers as to why my son, why my child, what happened here. Not that I want it would happen to someone else. I'm just saying, I send you to school and an hour later you're dead. I don't understand that. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, and so so then okay, so we're going on 3 years. Valentine's Day right now, just here, made 3 years. Okay, so I met him sociably. He lives in New York. I live in Pennsylvania. Um, and I'm not big on him moving in, but I would like more, I wanted more consistency, more consistent timing, because New York and Pennsylvania is only not even an hour, 10 minutes, 20 minutes apart. You
Right.
know, so anyways, um, like I said, the first year is like the whole honeymoon thing, and then um I start to hear just things of his past that raise flags for me.
And
But now,
what were
uh
those red flags?
well, okay, so some of the flags that I see, um that he's been failed all of his life, from mother to father to stepfather, siblings. um Now the thing about that is that, to me, I always feel that it's your side, their side, and then it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, his mother has passed away because of a lifestyle she was living. His stepfather, who really took him in, has passed away. And then his real father is in jail now, which he doesn't want nothing to do with. Okay. But I just never can get down to nitty gritty of the hatred, or not. I can't really say hatred, but just, yeah, I can say hatred. The hatred that he has still, um, more so with the women in his family.
Mm.
Um, I know that for sure. Like his sister, he even talks bad about his mother as she's laying in her grave. He'll say, "I love her with her differences, but she was a piece of whatever." And then, like, he has a like him and his sister are off and on. His own
I just
daughter
can I cut
are
you off
off and
real
on.
quick? I want to cut you off real quick
Hmm.
because I want to point this out to the 33 people that are in the room.
Hmm.
Um Lady Leo just said that she some of the red flags that she got was the disrespect that he had or hatred that he had for the women in his life. And we all know who that
Mm-hmm.
sounds like. We all know who that sounds like. I want to say welcome to Redbone. Thank you for coming up. And I, you know,
Hi, hi, hi.
and I'll talk to you, soon as this story is a little
Yeah.
over. But I just wanted to point that out that, ladies, you have to pay attention to how he treats the women in his life. That'll tell you for sure if this person is a narcissist and is how he's going to treat you. Go ahead.
Okay. So, how you say it? Okay, so I have my family. Okay, I'm blessed to have my mother and my father still living. Okay, my grandmother raised me. Um, because my mother had me at a young age. However, she was in my life, but my grandmother just was the mother hen, and she just shielded me because I'm really the only girl in my family. Like, out of all the males in my family. So my grandmother kind of shielded me and let my mother kind of, live her life, go to college, travel the world, and things like that. So, you know, um, I tried to speak with him like, listen, you have to let some things go. Like, I got his mother's picture right here, and it's like I got his mother's pictures, I got his daughter's picture, I got his niece picture. And it's just weird to me because I explained to him, like, I can't deal with you, you know in a manner that you talk about your mother in this type of way, because you got to remember that at some point in time, she wasn't raised right. And then
Right.
number two, you're coming up in crack era. She was coming up in the crack area era and all that. You know what I'm saying? So you really don't understand. You might not had the gist of what she was going through. And I asked him, but were you protected? He said, yeah. Were you fed? He said, yes. So, I don't know if it was because of the men that she brought in and out of her life around him. Um, but to me, it's an underlined agenda. I mean, a problem, because
Mm-hmm.
I know that him and his sister don't get along. They'll
Mm-hmm.
have a moment where the sister wants to release, like vent, and then they won't talk again. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
something to me sexually has happened, or the only reason I'm leading to sexual is because the sister is adamant that I don't want to be bothered with none of the men in my family. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's something with the father that's in jail.
It could very well be. My question is, are you still dating him?
Well, at this point in time, we are like on the outs,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, we are on the outs because simply is this: I have my kids are still attached to me. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like, in our culture, in our black culture, we don't send our children away and I'll see you by you 18 by. You know, I have young ladies I have daughters, grown daughters, young daughters, and I feel that um he has narcissistic behavior. Okay, nothing is never his fault. When it's black and white, you cause this problem, and he will never take accountability for it. It always switches around to where I always have to do the apologizing
Mm.
for confronting him on something that he blatantly did, and I always have to apologize for just even doing for confronting him, because I'm hurt.
Right.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, I do.
It's just a
Yes, I do.
mental game you're playing with me. So,
Go ahead.
um, the reason why I say we're kind of on the out is because he got to the point where within the last year, it's always, don't leave me. If you try to leave me, I'm going to make your life. And he'll do it in a manner if we're in a sexual, you know,
Right. While you're having intercourse or something,
yes,
or
he'll do
being,
it like
yeah.
that. Or
Mm-hmm.
he'll do it as if we're just laying there and we're just chilling, and he'll do it, but he'll try to say it so that it doesn't sound so demeaning or
Mm-hmm.
like aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, this ain't sitting well with me. It's just not sitting well with me at all, you know? So like I'm at the point where, even though I know that my heart is invested, I just am at the point where I would rather deal with the breakup, and let it be. Let him find someone that, because then, okay, so another thing I need to tell you is this is another one. This is a major, and I think me being the open-hearted person that I am, and then was hurt for so many years, and then just trying to find love. I trust
Right.
in people. Okay,
Right.
so he was in a relationship years ago when he was about 23 or 24. Okay.
So this is the story he told you?
Yes, this is a story he
Okay.
told me. Okay.
Okay.
So, dating a female, the female um was um she was, a roundabout girl. Okay. He caught her cheating a few times, or whatever the case may be, whatever. She was a person that liked to put her hands on people, put her hands on him, or whatever. They would do it combatively, you know what I'm saying? And she threw acid on him. as one day that he came to collect his clothes from her house,
I need that light, bro.
which almost killed him. So as now he's changing his ways with me, I'm starting to say to myself, no one walks around with a bottle of acid unless
Exactly.
they are in fear.
Exactly. And so I just want to, again, this is why I cover Nature Boy. I'm repulsed by him. I don't like to talk about, this whole carbonation situation because there's so much drama that's surrounding it. However, the point that I want people to understand, including you, is that when they give you those types of stories, it's a way to lure you in to feel
Right.
empathy or sympathy for them so that they can continue to manipulate you. You get what I'm saying? It's a
I'm
tactic.
yes, I understand. And I have a friend of mine that a good my I call her my sister, and I just broke down crying to her, and I'm just like, yo, sis, I want out, like and I told her
Right.
how I felt and what I said to him, and because he has a fetish for like I told him, you have a sexual demon, and I can't deal with it.
Mm.
You have a sexual demon, and I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. I can't
We
deal
got
with it.
30 people in the chat. Put a heart in the chat if you think that Lady Leo should leave this man and find love within herself, develop her boundaries, and move on. Put a heart in the chat. We listen. This is a safe space. We are women. We are here for each other. Carbonation is nothing but a big example, a screen of what we should be looking for as the red flags, what we should be looking for, to identify how to protect ourselves.
Right. And so, I think I've come to the conclusion because I talked to my friend, like I said, my sister, and I mean, I
Hmm.
pleaded to her the other day, and I'm pleading to her, this is it. I can't, because my stomach ain't right, my mind
Mm,
ain't right, my head ain't right, my heart ain't right. This is not right. And she basically was telling me, but you didn't grow up in the inner cities of New York, and you don't know you don't know how they live. I'm
hmm.
asking you, sis, to please work with him. He's damaged. I said, yeah, damaged to where he could probably kill me.
That's right. That's
I'm like,
right.
yo, sis, are you understanding that? Because guess what? If what makes some of these predators be weak is that I got men in my family. But if I didn't have these men in my family, I don't even know if I'd be here talking to y'all.
That's true.
Because at the end of the day, he know I got brothers that are around me. I got grown sons around me. I got nephews around me. You know what I'm saying? So it would be impossible for him to do something to me without them knowing he did it. You see what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Like we've gotten to a serious arguments, like where he's like changed, but I had to buck up because I mean
Mm.
I'm a little docile woman, but I'm a Leo. I get crazy with my shit, So I had to like buck at him to let him understand. You 6'1" and I don't care. I'm gonna die trying, in this house, you know.
Hmm.
I just
So
want to say, not now. We're not her therapist. Absolutely not. I think um I'm going to give this advice that everybody should go to therapy. Every woman, every male
Yeah.
should go to therapy.
and
Um
I'm already in
Mm-hmm.
therapy.
and so we're not being her therapist, but we are being her supporters right now. And sometimes people need to hear from their sisters, from the people around
Mm-hmm.
them. They just need reinforcement to do whatever it is that they already know they want to do.
Right.
That's true,
So
baby.
thank you, Lady Leo, for being so courageous. I appreciate this.
Absolutely. Thank you. And I'll be around all the time now. Always.
Awesome, great.
All right.
So I'm gonna let Redbone,
Yes.
talk, but stay in the chat if you want. We're here. All right, welcome, welcome, Redbone. I see you all the time in my comments. And so it's a pleasure to finally get you on a live.
Yes, how you doing, babe? I got a lot.
So
I was
go ahead.
listening. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Just gonna if you want, you can introduce yourself a little bit, and the story you can right share.
Okay, my name is Red Moon Goddess TV, and you asked about a narcissist story, and um, first of all, I want to let you know I'm in a wheelchair, right?
Okay.
And I was involved with my ex, who is still harassing me as of this day. So the some of the things that Leo was speaking, I understood it because he was the same way. Um, he would talk about women, like especially his mother, disrespectful. And I come from a respectable background, and it was a lot of red flags for me because at the first 2 years, like he said, it was like like a little honeymoon, and I had my family around, and my daughter went off to college, and we was alone then, and then everything changed,
Mm-hmm.
and I started seeing who the monster who he really was. And with that similar situation, like I said, we would sit up and talk and laugh, and he would say little joking things where I would look at him like, you out of control. I can't even take you around my family because my family, they're not even gonna allow it. And it took me like maybe 3 years for him to even meet my mother,
Mm.
you know?
And so, how was he
And
those 3 years?
at first, like I said, he was fine because my daughter and my children were around.
Right.
But once they moved out, that's when I started seeing the demon, him punching holes in the wall. And my nephew was like, Auntie, if he punching holes in the wall now, he gonna punch you next. And I'm like, nah, he's not gonna hit me. He not, he ain't gonna do that. And then that's when the hitting begun.
Oh no. Mm.
And yes, and I had to go to the cops and get a restraining order, and they still didn't keep him away, baby. He bust my window out my truck. He bust the window out my car. He cut my tires. I was going through one episode after the next episode trying to get away from this man until I had to move back home to where my all my family was around. And then he moved there to follow me. And it's like still to this day, baby, this man is still harassing me.
And
And I don't win.
how long has it been since the harassment started
After
till now?
I left him, yes, 3 years. 3
So
years.
started it through, so the 3 years you realize you can't do this. He's not a healthy person to be around. And you left
Hmm.
him. And then 3 years ago, once you broke it off, he started following you.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And like putting notes on my car, putting notes on my door, like standing around my house, parking in the parking lot, like doing all kind of crazy things. And I'm constantly calling the cops. I'm constantly videotaping because I had to get a camera to like videotape because some of the things, people didn't believe, you know. And like I tell any woman, man, when you see those signs, red signs, to stop, stop. You cannot change somebody. They have to change themselves.
Can you say that one more
Mm.
time? 27 people in this chat room. Can you say that one more time for the people in the chat room?
When you see those red signs, please stop, because we cannot change anyone. Only they can change themselves. And like Leo said, they will turn it around and blame you.
Mm-hmm.
You can be trying it from your heart and you doing it out of love, and they still will not get it because they're gonna try to make whatever they done right. And baby, this man still think he in a relationship with me, and I'm
Mm.
married.
Mm. After 3 years of stalking you, right?
Yes, yes, he's still stalking me. Still, yes,
And it goes to
yes,
show you, no matter, like, it doesn't. And people think, oh, if I move on, if I just let him be, he'll go
yep,
away. It doesn't work that way.
no,
And that's why you have to nip it in the bud in the beginning. And
yes,
unfortunately, sometimes even that is dangerous. Reject
mm-hmm.
narcissists can't handle rejection.
Baby,
So yeah.
I started with a taser.
Mm,
I started with a taser. Then I got a stun gun to a real gun. And I take my gun everywhere I go because I don't know what that man gonna do, because he done said he gonna kidnap me and they'll never find me.
yep.
So, and I know it's true because of where he come from. So I'm not, believe it. When they telling you something jokingly, that shit is real.
Mm-hmm.
For real, baby. And I thank you for what you're doing, because we need to talk as women to share our stories so we can help others.
That's right. See, sometimes we get caught up. I think we get caught up in the drama of what's going on the internet instead of using it as a learning tool. And this, your story, like, we put it in, when you put it into context, when you say, okay, this narcissist on television or YouTube or whatever, this is what he's doing. However, I've experienced something very similar. I've experienced a
Hmm.
narcissist, and I'm telling you, this is not just make believe. It's not just on the internet. It's real life.
No, yes. And just think about what I said. I'm in a
Yep.
wheelchair,
Yep.
so they don't care if you wheelchair or walking.
Right.
They don't
He's a
care.
predator. Yep. He's a
Yes,
predator.
they will be anything and anybody except another man.
There you go. There you go.
You know, I
So
want
thank
you
you
to
for you
keep
have your husband.
striving.
Yep.
I want you to keep striving, baby. Keep pushing.
Oh, thank
And
you.
I'm always watching your content and your books and everything. So continue, baby, because like I said, we need that. We need that.
Thank you. And please keep us updated with what's going on. We had
We
listen.
do.
We I'm going to build a community today. So
That's right.
let us know what's going on. Let you know any way we can help you. We will. Hopefully I can
Mm-hmm.
bring in people who are knowledgeable when it comes to how to get restraining orders, when it comes to how to protect yourself. That's my goal.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
I thank you for sharing your story, because it takes a lot of courage to get up here and be
Mm-hmm.
vulnerable. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I see you,
You're welcome,
around.
baby.
Yes. And you can hang out in the chat if you like for a few more minutes. I'm probably
Okay.
about to get off, but thank you so much,
Okay.
Redbone, Lady Redbone.
You already know it, babe. And I thank you. So continue.
Yes, ma'am. All right, let me see. Thank you guys so much. I'm so appreciative of tonight. It ended perfectly the way I thought it should end. Um, again, what we see with Nature Boy, what we see with Carbonation, the degradation of other human beings, the constant belittling of people, that's a narcissist. He is not the only one. We have them in our community, we have them in our family, and so being able to relate what is happening to our real lives is what's going to save us. We might not be able to save Tanisha. We may not be able to save Aya and Jayon Marie, but we can save ourselves. We can save the people that we love in our families. Oh, thank you, Afro Atheist. Where is not now? If you are still in here, I just wanted to say, um, no, no worries, about who you were speaking to, just letting everybody know that, therapy is good, and I get what you were saying, that we are not the man's therapist. Absolutely. Women, you have to remember, we are not here to be their therapist. We're not here to be their mothers. That's not our job. Not now. You are correct. um but we are here to give each other support. So thank you guys so much. Oh, somebody said you want to make some self-defense. Oh, yes, self-defense is so important. Please, for those who can, there take self-defense classes. I know where I am, they were offering before the COVID, they were offering free self-defense classes all over the state. So look up self-defense classes. Definitely arm yourself if you can. If you don't have any felonies, the best thing to do is to, arm yourself. If you do have a felony, I'm not sure if you can use pepper spray, um, but find a way to protect yourself. Hello, all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ariana, is that how you say it? Welcome. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Redbone, if you are still in here, Review TV wanted to know if you have a current restraining order. Uh, when you see those red signs, arm yourself. Absolutely. Absolutely. And get out of the situation. Do not think that you can change him. Do not think that all the love in the world that you give him is somehow going to change him, because that's where Velvet is right now. She would not have been through what she been through, experienced the things that she experienced, if she did not think that somehow she could change him. You cannot change a person. You cannot change them. They have to want to change. They have to want to change. And to tell you that you are the reason that they are have rage, that is not that is a red flag. Is your husband helping? Okay, review. So these questions are for you, Redbone, if you are still in here. Oh, love you. Thank you, Nan. I appreciate that. All right, you guys, it's getting late. I really enjoyed this live. I really did, especially the wrap up. 25 people in this live. Please like, share this live. If you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel. I will be giving a book away once I get to 1,000 subscribers. I gave a book away already when I reached 500 subscribers. So I'm just really grateful. I'm really grateful, and I really want people to, learn and grow. So have a wonderful night for all of you who are still in here. For those who watch this video later, please comment in the comment section your thoughts on this conversation. All right. Good night, everyone. Good night. Not now. Good night, Afro Atheist. Who else? Oh, everyone else. Thank you so much, Lady Leo, for coming up, and Redbone. Thank you so much for coming up. All right, you guys. Peace.